morning, afternoon, evening, YouTube, whenever you are watching this. So today is day numero uno of peak week for the photo shoot, and it's fat load day one as well. We're doing a bit of a stealth fat load, as Christine calls it. So basically running even lower calories than I have been on. So it's going to be 1300-ish today. I worked it out roughly in my fitness pal. So yes, just going to try and pull off a little bit more weight, a little bit more body fat, because currently 143 pounds and wanted to be sub 140 by the end of the mini cut. And by the end of peak week, the way that peak week can change things, especially now that we're pushing that deficit even further, we'll see what happens in the next couple of days. Expecting 142 tomorrow, to be fair, after this day. But yes, I'm currently on meal 2. So meal 1 was 25 grams of protein from whey, which is like 36 grams of protein, which I made into a mug cake as per Christine's recommendation. And then I added 20 grams of 85% dark chocolate, 20 grams of peanut butter. So it has to be 85 grams of dark chocolate. Anything below that and you're not really getting your essential fatty acids. As much as I like sort of 70% dark chocolate and it tastes better, it's not really got those essential fatty acids that we are looking for. And obviously as well, you're adding a substantial amount of carbohydrates, because you will see there's quite a few carbs in like lower percentage dark chocolate, and we're not wanting to add any carbs today except for, like, you know, the bits that we get from sort of like veg and salads and stuff like that to bulk up the meals. But apart from those carbs, there will literally be no other carbs going in. We're not really taking the trace from, you know, like how I usually would from like a lower percentage dark chocolate or from like yogurt I'd usually have. So yeah, meal 2 now. We've got 2 eggs. Obviously I went for large eggs, so all I'm going to do with these is just crack them into a bowl and then put them in the microwave. So like scramble them basically. So put them into a bowl, whisk them up, and by whisk I'm just going to do it with a fork because I don't have a whisk. And then yeah, just put them in the microwave like 20-30 seconds each time, keeping an eye on them as well so that they don't basically go too far. Try not to disturb the sleeping cat. Sorry, pal. Definitely won't put the fork in there. That would be a disaster. Shh. Don't you worry. Stay. Yeah. Takes a lot to disturb him. Still pretty much liquid at this point, so yeah, we can see it's just starting to solidify around the edges. But yeah, put it back in for another 30-ish seconds. He has not flinched. I wish I could sleep like that. Meanwhile, I've just got some tender stem broccoli and courgettes cooking off that I'm going to add on top as well for the veg. And then we have 50 grams of smoked salmon, so I'm going to take from this. So you can see how we land after literally another 30 seconds. So this is probably going to be enough, to be fair. I'll literally just like mix this up now, chop it up basically, and then probably leave it. There we go. I'll probably leave that because it's better than putting it in for longer when it goes dry, because egg tends to kind of dry up anyway. So I'll leave it as it is. I'll just add some pepper to it. Look who's woken up to the sweet smell of smoked salmon. I think he's a little bit interested. Licking the lips there, are we? And that's probably as good as it's going to get. I will be adding the veg on top, obviously, so it won't look as presentable. So I won't show you that. And I will also add 3 grams of pink salt. Fat load day 3. We're currently Sunday now. Rest day needed. I'm tired, and the food, it's not fun. It is not fun. Like, I don't like smoked salmon. I don't really like eggs. Don't like olive oil. No one wants to sit and try and make whey protein into like a cake. So it's not been that fun, and my weight isn't actually budging, which is kind of irritating. But also, you know, we just take it in our stride. Calories are so low, so like 1,250 the last couple of days. They're so low, just while we were hoping to pull off that last little bit. I did say to Christine I wanted my weight to go into the 130s by the end of the mini cut. So he's like taken that really on board and been like, right, we're going to do it. And I'm still sat at 143. So just is what it is. I'm not really chasing scale weight, to be fair. But, you know, we are just pulling back, keeping the fats higher, protein there, carbs as minimal as they absolutely possibly can be. They've been like 20 grams the last couple of days, which literally just come from the trace sources, from egg, from dark chocolate. You know, food has carbs in it. no matter what like you try and do, you're never going to have a zero carb diet unless you just drank olive oil all day. So yeah, 20 grams of carbs pretty much, which is absolutely like baseline minimum, and I'm feeling fine on it, to be fair. I'm just a bit tired today, but to be fair, I've had a really busy working weekend so far. I've got like 5 new starters next week. 2 of them are returning clients actually, which is always lovely, but I've had 5 setups to do. I've had 2 calls yesterday, I've got a call today. So yeah, it's busy season, trust me. People get over the initial financial burden of post-Christmas, January, February, and then suddenly everyone's like, let's fucking go. This happens every year, so here we are, it's busy season. And yeah, to be honest, I'm grateful to be working. I didn't want to have anything on this weekend because I want to be able to just eat my meals at home. You know, when it's just fats and I'm trying to bulk them with like veg and stuff, I want to be able to prep and eat that at home, fresh, and you know, as much as I don't really like any of the meals, I can make them as nice as I possibly can, and they'd be even worse if I was like eating them out of Tupperware or something. So yeah, like I'd rather just be sat at home this weekend. So it's good that, you know, inquiries and new clients are keeping me really busy and stuff. So yes, just getting on with that, and in between that, finishing off my steps now pretty much. I had a nice coffee walk this morning because cardio has been pulled now. So I did 20 minutes the last 2 days instead of my usual 30. And then now it's just been pulled. So we're having like a proper little rest day today, just the 12k steps. And then, yeah, like I said, 1250 calories. And that's literally it, just get on with it, just get it done. So after my steps, I'll be back to doing work and just working until my next meal. Christine said to relax today, but work needs doing at the end of the day, and I've got that call later as well. So that'll be done, and just, you know, like I said, just keeping me busy between these tiny little meals that I have. And yeah, that's the update for now. I'll keep you posted. Yo, we have reached the end of the peak week. These be the reality. Like, there's no point in me trying to show up for this video. My hair is like so greasy, I'm not wearing any makeup, and the reasons are, I kept thinking, I'll wash my hair tomorrow, and then I'd be like, oh, there's no, and then because today I've got a sports massage, I'm like, literally, trust me, you do not, depending on your sports massage to be fair, but you do not wash your hair prior, because mine like gets all the oils and shit in my hair, and then it's like you've just wasted your time washing your hair. So I was like, so yesterday I was like, there's no point washing my hair today because I've got sports massage tomorrow, and then it's like I'm not going to wash my hair after the sports massage because I've actually got my tan tonight. So sports massage is at 4, and then I'm going to have to shower in an inch of my life to get like all the kind of, she doesn't use oils like on my body, thankfully. It's more like cream, otherwise that would be a real issue with the tan and clashing. But she, you know, I'm going to have to still really wash my body, and no soap, nothing like that. If you've not like had a spray tan before, you know, obviously I know this from competing, like do not use deodorant, do not use like shower gels. All of these products will like react with the tan, and yeah, like you're gonna go green basically. So I can't actually, I've had a shower this morning with shower gel, but I can't use shampoo and stuff tonight. And then as well, I thought about it and I was like, actually I'm getting my hair done in the morning, and I'm not just getting like a blow dry or anything. I mean, even if I was, she'd wash my hair, but yeah, I'm actually getting a cut too. So she'll have to see the state of my hair in the morning. She'll have to then wash it, and then she's going to cut it for me because it needs a cut anyway. We're going to style it for the shoot, get my makeup done after that and stuff. So yeah, the hair is looking shit. There's no point in me putting any makeup on today because I need like a clear face for the time. So this is this, and at the same time, I've not been good with vlogging this week. I've just honestly been wanting to crack on. So I'm just going to kind of talk you through the week. I have filmed little bits of my meals and stuff, so don't worry. I will talk you through what I've been doing. So obviously Friday, the fat load, we finished it off with pretty much like the meals were just like 25 grams of protein from chicken. So that's 87 grams of cut weight chicken. I had to put 10 grams of olive oil on one of the meals, and on the other ones I had 20 grams of peanut butter, which to be fair was like a prep meal for me. Some people would think that is so weird that you're having like a blob of peanut butter on the side of your plate, but when you're hungry, when you're eating like it was like 1,300 calories on Friday, then you're more than happy to have a little bit of peanut butter to mix in with your bites of chicken. You do weird shit when you're dieting, trust me. So that was that day. Finished it off with the same as meal one in terms of the whey cake, and as the days went on, I got a lot better at making that cake. So the next day, I actually didn't drop. Oh, to be fair, like throughout the fat load, I didn't really drop weight, which was just kind of like vaguely frustrating / more confusing than anything else. Like my weight just didn't seem to want to budge. So for the second day, on the Saturday, we basically ran exactly the same meals that you saw there, except we just took 20 grams of dark chocolate from the last meal. So it was just the whey with peanut butter on its own. Everything else stayed the same. I did 20 minutes of cardio on Saturday. And then I checked in on Sunday. I'm having to scroll through loads of messages because me and Christian always go off on tangents and chat shit, basically. But on Sunday, yes, that was my rest day. So we just used it to like actually rest. And since then, cardio got pulled. I was getting really tired, to be honest. So cardio got pulled and I ran the same food. I ran everything the same, just without cardio. So 12K steps as normal. Big focus on recovery. I even had a bath. Honestly, it got to like the afternoon on Sunday and I was like, I can either go and have a nap now or I can be sort of like productive and have a bath. Yeah, when you're a busy individual, you see bath as being productive. I do anyway, because I'm putting Epsom salts in there. I'm getting some recovery in. So yeah, I see a bath as being productive, which is pretty sad. And then I weighed in at 142.4 on Monday morning. So things were looking better then. I'd had a little bit of a drop off. That was a lower weigh in for me. I think then on Tuesday I was 142.2, and that's the lowest weigh in I've had so far because my weight was like back up, obviously. So we finished off the fat load. I was grateful. We did 4 days of that. And then we went into the carb loading. So Monday was carb load day 1, and was it Monday? No, it was Tuesday. Sorry, Tuesday and yesterday was carb load days. So Tuesday we ran like 1900 calories. And I do believe I actually picked up the camera at that point. Aloha! I've realised that I've not really been vlogging this week. I was just prepping my food now thinking, oh well, it's not really a problem. I just can't be bothered, so why would I? But no, we're going to do it. We're going to update you properly right now because otherwise there's going to be no vlog. This so-called peak week vlog that I promised. So today is carb load day 2. We ran 250 carbs yesterday. I was 142.2 pounds, which was actually the lowest I've ever weighed in since this mini cut started. And this morning I am 142.6, so pretty much similar. And that was with 1900 calories yesterday as opposed to 1200 the prior days of fat loading. So yeah, we're running more carbs today. Not much more, but 35 grams more, which equates to, along with the fact that we've actually upped oats, which obviously brings you then some fats and protein as well. We have landed about 200 calories up today, so we're running 2,100 calories today, and that's with an increase of 20 grams of oats and 30 more grams of Cocoa Pops. So I had 70 grams yesterday, 100 grams are going in today after I've trained. But right now I'm just prepping my pre-workout, which is 200 grams of potatoes that are in the air fryer right now. Gonna have that with 87 grams of cooked chicken, which works out as 25 grams of protein. If you've watched this channel before, you'll know that already. So yeah, just weighing that out now, and then I'm going to put it all on a bed of salad, standard. So there's just lettuce in there, cucumber, tomatoes and beetroot, and I'll put on a bit of spinach as well, and that's pretty much how I'm doing the veg and salad this week. Again, if you follow this channel, you know that I don't track veg and salad like Christian wouldn't want me to. I don't want my clients to. Negligible, consistent calories, so there's no need to track them, basically. So that's that. They just bulk the meals out and add the micronutrition that we need. So very important, and I would never want someone to track vegetable calories and therefore feel like they can't have more veg, because we want veg. So yeah, that's that. I'm going to put the bed of spinach on the frying pan in a second and just kind of lightly wilt the spinach and put the chicken on top of it, and that will just sort of heat the chicken up as well. And then yeah, potatoes go on top, chicken and stuff goes on top, and then I've got like a full body pump session today. So Christian's just sent me through some exercises. It's pretty much like lying ham curls, abductors, leg extension, and then some laterals, a press and some rear delt flies. That's literally it. 2-3 reps in reserve, nothing taxing, nothing that's gonna stress my body out basically. So I've been training with reps in reserve this week anyway. Did upper yesterday, reps, wasn't really reps in reserve, I mean it should have been, but I don't think I really did reps in reserve. I just did a D volume anyway, because we dropped volume in that session from last week anyway, so it was a D volume. So I mean, yeah, okay, maybe I did I did some reps in reserve. I'm just thinking back. There were a few sets where I took it all the way there, but with upper it's generally all right. Don't quote me on that. With lower, I certainly did do reps in reserve on Monday. I was a good girl and I genuinely did. But I was fucked, honestly, because that was after 4 days of fat loading. It was my 4th day, and it was my 3rd day of running to 1,200 calories. I was absolutely, generally felt like end of prep type of vibes. I was dying in the gym. My energy levels doing that fat load, genuinely like I'd be getting to the afternoon and I'd be wanting to go to bed on those last 3 days. It was, without carbs, I was like, so yeah, really didn't feel up to much that day anyway. I had a pre-workout before my lower session. I was that tired, and yeah, like I was more than happy to train with reps in reserve because I just didn't honestly have it in me to do anything more than that. So yeah, that's kind of how the week's gone so far. We'll see where things are sitting tomorrow, but tomorrow is obviously 1 day out, so we'll be doing fat loading again. So this is my last kind of carb day, cry. So yeah, we'll be putting the fats back in tomorrow. Christian has promised me that we won't be touching smoked salmon again because I just don't like it. I tried it, don't like it. So we're just gonna have more peanut butter essentially for the fat load. So that'll be fats tomorrow. We'll be actually like thinking about drying out. I have got some Peak Max for that. So yeah, this is pretty much like a shite load of vitamin C. You've got dandelion root extract as well. You know, you can kind of, you don't need Peak Max to peak, obviously. Like, you know, you can, with some of my athletes in the past, I've just given them like vitamin C protocol, to be honest. Just made them have a lot of vitamin C and like caffeine and helped with diuresis. But if you can get Peak Max, obviously, final week, as it says here, final week physique optimizer. So yeah, it's literally over the course of 4 to 6 days build up your daily intake from 1 serving to maximum of, you don't actually have to do that, but it does say it's not designed to be used for more than 1 week at a time. So, you know, obviously you don't want to be going through any kind of diuresis process like for more than a few days because it's not generally healthy for your body. But we're just doing it for literally, will be like tomorrow to dry out and see what I'm looking like on Friday morning. But then obviously we'll be putting more carbs in before the shoot, and the shoot's going to be Friday afternoon, so about 2 o'clock I'll be going for that. But yeah, I've got my wax in today as well, so getting everything waxed. And then tomorrow is tan day, so I'll be getting tanned in the evening, like a standard, you know, pre-show protocol. So yeah, it's all exciting. I'm feeling a shitload better now that I've had a couple of days of carbs, and well, 1 day of carbs even. Just like had my egg bagel this morning, and yeah, that's the update for now. I'll try and keep you in the loop and be better, and yeah. Rightio, back to the present day of 1 day out, Thursday. I didn't actually talk you through the carb load, did I? But I did film all my meals. So let me talk you through. Day 1, we did 2 whole eggs with a bagel, which was delightful. And then we followed it with 15 grams of protein from whey, and that was with 5 grams of carbs from fruit. So you can get 100 grams of raspberries for that. So I stuck 100 grams of raspberries on top, made the whey into a cake again. It was nice, a little dessert after the bagel. Meal 2 was chicken and potatoes. Yum yum. So you saw that when I actually filmed it. That was what I was making. And then post workout, I had Cocoa Pops, 70 grams on the first day. And as you heard me say, I then went, that's what got upped on the second carb load day. We had 100 grams the second day. So lots of Cocoa Pops going in. Because I had carb coming from fruit as well, I added a banana, which was delightful. And then the sort of 4th meal, which was like dinner, was a repeat of the one you saw. So it was the chicken and the potatoes. And then we finished the day with 60 grams of oats on the first day, 20 grams peanut butter, 50 grams blueberries. And yeah, the whey obviously again. And just the second carb load day, I just had 80 grams of oats. So that was last night. And again, that was delightful. Very full afterwards, and all the days my steps have been 12k, no cardio, and yeah, did my full body pump session yesterday. It was boring but fine, as per any pump session, just going through the motions really, not really training hard, just kind of getting a pump. And I had to rush off and go and have my wax, so I didn't dwell on that too much. That was yesterday, and then we land on today, this morning. So we added in a little bit more fats. I'll overlay a little bit of footage of me posing, but I was actually pretty like bloated / full this morning. I didn't go to the toilet yesterday, didn't really go the day before either. So yeah, and Christine replied just saying like, you will like release all the poo and fluid from the from the carbs today, which seemed to alleviate my mind because I then did go to the toilet. and like literally lost like 1.2 pounds. If that's TMI, then you know you're following the wrong kind of channel, because this is a bodybuilding channel and we discuss these things with our coaches. It's very important that that we know when our clients are going to the toilet and things like that. Whenever my clients say sorry TMI, I'm like, it's not TMI, I need this information. So yeah, he was like, don't worry, like you'll be going today, and I've been twice and it's not even 12 o'clock, so we're good. We are good. So yes, 142.8 pounds this morning after going to the toilet. And yeah, so the video, I felt a little bit bloated, I felt a little bit full, but yeah, that has since been relieved, feeling a lot better. And yeah, Christine said not could be a little bit fuller, although like as in I'm talking about the muscles, you know, hence doing a carb load. So we did have a bagel this morning as well with 4 whole eggs, so I kind of made that into like 2 scrambled and 2 that were like fried on top of the bagel. I always eat my bagels separately, like one egg on each bagel. So there we go. And then coming up next, I've got like that protein cake thing, and it's got 30 grams of peanut butter on it. And then I'll be having my chicken meal, so chicken and just peanut butter with veg on the side, usual amount of salt plus an extra 2 grams. And that's like where we cap off salt for the day. And then we'll go into having a chicken and peanut butter meal with no salt and no veg. Put that in capital letters for me. So yeah, we'll like cut salt from that point onwards, and the last meal will just be whey and peanut butter again, 20 grams with no salt and no veg. So the last couple of meals will be a little bit rough. I'm also having an extra 4 litres of fluid today. He put sorry in brackets, to be cut off by 7 p.m. So I'm currently just constantly needing the toilet and just drinking a lot. So these are like the 1.5 litre Volvic bottles. Basically would need like 6 of these to hit 9 litres of fluid, because I usually have 5 and I've been asked to have another 4. So 9 litres of fluid to go in today. And then I've got 1 serving of Peak Max with meals 2, 3, 4 and 5. So I need to start taking that with my next meals. And I'm also be increasing my caffeine intake by 1.25. And I've got 8k steps to do. And because I'm always consistent with my caffeine, which you should be if you're a competitor, basics to be consistent with is fluids, caffeine and sodium. Otherwise your peak's going to be a little bit shit. So yeah, I am just trying to down this. I've also had like a coffee this morning. I've had a Monster. I'll be having 1 more coffee to sort of get my 1.5 lots of caffeine in. And that is where we are currently at. So that's pretty much the end of that. I'm going to leave the video here really. I don't want to keep rambling. I just thought I would finish it off really by explaining what the hell I've just done, because I've had people asking me on Instagram. By the way, this whole peak week has been like consistently like recorded on Instagram. Like I'll put it on my stories, like I'll put my check-ins in the morning, I'll say what the plan for the day is and stuff. So I have been consistent on Instagram with getting stuff documented. So if you don't already follow me on Instagram, then here it is. So people have been asking me what's the purpose of a fat load and things like this. And yes, I've actually never done one before. Like I worked with Tom Hames previously, and I listened to other podcasts with his some of his other clients who've also not fat loaded. So you know, different coaches have different approaches at the end of the day, but fat loading is very much it's a peaking method whereby what we're looking to do is essentially, so you think in your muscles you've got your intramuscular triglycerides, which are going to help you to fill out that muscle, and that is going to come from consuming fats. And obviously as you've dieted, you've probably been on a low amount of fats. I was running 30 grams of fat throughout this diet. So what we do prior to carb loading is we fat load, ideally for 3-4 days, a good amount of days basically, where you are filling out those intramuscular triglycerides, and then you're also not having any carbohydrates during that time. And that will help to peak your insulin sensitivity, so that when you do then reintroduce carbs, you're going to really respond well to the carbs. And we're then going to fill out the glycogen stores in your muscles. We're going to get that really full finished look. And then we're just spending today, so the Thursday, it's like the dry out protocol. So we're consuming a lot of liquid, and we're increasing our salt intake. And then following on from that, we then cut water, we cut salt. Obviously, sodium is transported with the water that we drink. So we cut them both. And then obviously, as you probably know, sodium will help to give your muscles that pump, which is why I'll always have it in my intra-workout and stuff like that. So when it then comes to so this is what I'll do with clients as well. It's pre-stage, we'll then reintroduce the salt. So pre-shoot, we'll reintroduce the sodium, and we'll get that really pumped, dry physique. So it's going to be dry, it's going to be full. It's because we're reintroducing carbs again tomorrow. We're running fats today, and then we'll reintroduce carbs. So basically we're not having carbs today so that we don't like go too full and like sort of spill. We put them back in tomorrow, like prior to the shoot. And yeah, I mean, I've already told Christian what my sort of like day is tomorrow, so he knows like when I can actually eat, which is just going to be like pro fats in the morning and stuff, while I'm kind of getting ready and getting my makeup and hair done. And then, you know, about 12:30 he said, because my shoot's at 2, we'll have some carbs then. So carbs will go back in, sodium will go in, I imagine anyway. This is just me going off my own like processes. And yeah, then we land the look full, dry, pumped basically. And just the whole week is about creating the best look we possibly can, you know, because obviously once you finish a diet, you are depleted. You know, you've been running low carbs, low fats for a while, your muscles aren't looking their best. So this whole week is just about creating the best look. And obviously I've not been super lean this week. It's not like I've dieted down to like stage lean. I'm still like 20 odd pounds above stage weight. So it's not like I'm lean, but it's just like I'm lean enough for it to make a difference. And you know, obviously this comes with having a bit more muscle as well. Like if you don't have a lot of muscle, like you don't need to go to any kind of real big extremes with peaking and stuff like that. Like it's probably not going to make much of a difference compared to like maybe like more muscular girls will do like sort of like bigger peaks and stuff like that. And yeah, obviously like depending on how lean you are and how depleted you are as well. So it's not been like major this week. It's just been like a little peak, you know. We dropped fats a little bit, like, you know, the fat load days, food was lower, but that's just purely because we had a weight goal, which we haven't hit, and that's fine. You know, the body doesn't always do what you want it to do. I've got down to 142. You never know what's going to happen. Who knows how I'm going to wake up tomorrow in terms of the weight. And either way, like, yeah, we're going to be really tidily reversing out of this diet afterwards. So the weight will stay in the low 140s, hopefully for a little while. That's the plan anyway. I've just got to keep drinking now. And yeah, I'll wrap this up, but obviously the next vlog will just carry on from this, and I'll be a lot browner in the next vlog because I've got my tan tonight, obviously. Got the actual shoot. I'll show you a little bit of behind the scenes from that if I can. And it's going to be super exciting. And then I've got some fun announcements to make as well regarding a little bit of a project that I've got coming up that, you know, you can get involved with if you have been thinking about coaching with myself. You know, I've got a little bit of a project that might include people. I know I've been getting quite a lot of you guys coming from this channel, inquiring for coaching, starting up with me, so it's really nice to see. Obviously, as always, the link if you do want to inquire for coaching is below, no matter what your goals, you know, within physique development. I'm keen to hear from you, so you can apply below. All the other links, like, you know, if you need your peak max, if you need your EAAs, anything, whey protein, you can go hit the link below. Get your supplements from Supplement Supply UK. Use my code Emily10, really helps me out, really supports me, so I would appreciate that. And other than that, yeah, just make sure you keep following along. Please do make sure that you like this video. I always think I get a lot more likes when I actually ask, and it does help boost the videos. So please do like the video if you have liked it and got this far. If you haven't already subscribed, please do, because at least 50% of you are not subscribed and you are watching. So please do make sure you are actually subscribed. And other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you've got any questions, of course, just drop them below as well. And I will see you in the next one. Wish me luck for the shoot. Ciao for now.